end up here. You see what happens? You end up here. When you dump everything into the graveyard, this is your final phase of removal addiction. This is what it gets you. There you go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because it's something that's been a long time coming. It is Mobile Suit Mardu. I'm sure some of you get that reference. It's not a complicated reference. However, this is going to be a Mardu Mobilize that is readjusted and recalibrated for today's aggressive meta that likes to kill everything and rip everything out of your hand forever and all time. And it actually does really good, and I'm able to play some of these great new cards, a lot of them, even my pet card that I really wanted to play, the Bone Cairn Butcher. So, of course, in my quest to shove demons into everything, which I love doing, and annex into everything, and more demons, here we have it, the Mobile Suit Mardu. Before we get down to it, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe. What you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We would love to see you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live, put up a new video, all that good stuff. Are you part of Notification Squad? I don't know if you are. Leave a comment if you are. And of course, check out our Discord community. That is where the villains live, is on Discord. Post your decks, memes, spoilers. It's all right there in Discord. And this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down to the AetherHub and you will find it. So that all being said, we had a couple of decks we could have run, and the chat, live chat, believe it or not, voted on Mardu. So they better be writing Mardu rules down in the comments. So what are we talking about when we talk about this? Well, here's the main conceit. Okay, let me move that right there, because that's really a 3-drop. We needed to shove Raise the Past in all of these. So we're shoving the kind of classic gain and drain Raise the Past into a Mobile Suit Mardu shell here. Because currently in the meta, I don't know if you've noticed, the last couple of days, last couple of weeks really, everyone has been discarding, killing, butchering. Everything is going into the graveyard. We needed that cheap resurrection, so you can see all of our spells here, all of our creatures are low to the ground. They're 1s and 2s. First, we're going to stop out with this adorable little bunny right here, Hinterland Sanctifier. 1 white and 1/2 Rabbit Cleric. Whenever another creature enters, you gain 1 life. Great for Mobilize because you generate a lot of creatures. So if you're generating a lot of creatures, you generate a lot of life. Very useful. And you're saying, Jay, why aren't you running just the enchantment that gives it to you? Because I want creatures in the graveyard so I can resurrect them later for more triggers. Okay, so when you see something and you're like, Jay, you could have run instead of Shocking Sharpshooter, you could have run Impact Tremors for that. How come not that? I want creatures in the graveyard. I want creatures on the board because I get more effects from the actual bodies doing what they do. So that's why. So Hinterland Sacrifice is a great 1-drop right there for life gain. We're also going to go with Stadium Arcadium Headliner right here. 1 red, 1/1. Goblin Warrior, Mobilize 1. Sacrifice this creature. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. Nobody expects that. And I like to run that when Mobilize goes off and I've got 6 creatures on the board. Boom, I can knock somebody out. Swinging in with a 1/1 that mobilizes, generates a little bit, and you can sacrifice it to put it down. Great 1-drop right there. And I definitely do want to run a Goblin deck eventually. I think we have enough Goblins that is possible. So yeah, great little card 1-drop right there. Of course, removal is going to be pretty stock standard here. I think Bitter Triumph is going to work the best for this, along with Get Lost. We will absolutely be ripped up by what's that stupid card that everyone rubs? Temporary Lockdown. We need to be able to crack that open along with Planeswalkers and other enchantments that might come along. And Bitter Triumph, I'm not mad about. We are going to be gaining quite a bit of life with this, so I'm not too mad about the life loss or discarding, especially if I know that I can res with Raise the Past later on. I'm not mad about throwing a Starscrape Cleric in the graveyard to get that removal. as it goes. As far as new stuff, of course, we're going to be running VOV, the Voice of Victory, 1 white and 1, Mobilize 2, 1, 3. So it has 2 amazing abilities, which is Mobilize 2. Whenever you attack with it, the mobilization gets 2 1/1 red creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, and your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Take that, blue. Very, very useful that they can't play kill cards during your turn. They can't do anything. They can't use that kind of economy of spending mana on your turn or counterspelling if you get Voice of Victory down. Very, very useful card right there. It syncs up very, very nicely with these 2 other cards here, meaning Shocking Sharpshooter and Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. Shocking Sharpshooter, I was skeptical about for a long time, but man, he has come in handy quite a bit. 1 red and 1, 1/3 reach. Whenever another creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature you control, which is fantastic. That means that anytime that you mobilize, you put down Stadium and Victory, turn 3 you swing in, Shocking Sharpshooter is going to do 3 damage. 3, count them, 3 damage to your opponent, along with everyone else swinging in. He's got a great aerial block right there in that too. Don't forget, Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim, a little bit of Phyrexian core action right here. 1 black and 1 white, Orzhov 2/2, Death Touch, Phyrexian Core Cleric. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So you are taking away and giving as well. This really, really goes quite well with Mobilize and Shocking, because the creatures that you're going to swing in with your mobilization targets are going to die no matter what. Even if they successfully hit and get through, they're going to die. Okay? So even if you swing in, again, you mobilize 3 on a turn, they're going to lose 3 life on top of everything else. If anything else dies, they're going to lose life. Even if they board wipe you, not exile, but specifically wipe, they're going to lose life for that. And you're gaining life for each time that you mobilize or play anything else. You're starting to see some of the synchronicity here. You're starting to see some of the combos. Pairs up. That's why we don't need that many hinterlands. We only need 2, because Ellis Ilkor is really doing a lot right there. You want to make it worse, guys? You want to make the gain and drain even worse? Star Scrape Cleric, who I like to call the Star Scream. 1 black and 1, 2/1, Offspring with 1 black and 2, meaning you can generate another little buddy with it. Flying, cannot block. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Now, if you set yourself up with a brutal Mobilize board, you have Ellis Ilkor, Shocking Sharpshooter, and Star Scrape Cleric, and you swing in with like 1 Voice of Victory. You gain 2 life, they lose 2 life, they lose 2 life, and then when they die, they lose 2 life again. You are doing so much just by attacking. It's ridiculous. Anytime we're trying to make it that it's a lose-lose situation. When you gain life, they lose life. When a creature enters, they lose life. When a creature leaves, they lose life. No matter what happens, things are going awfully bad. That's what we want right there. That is what we want to punish them with, those combos. Try to leave everything on the board, and no matter how much they block or remove, how much they put in front of us, they're always going to get drained out right there. Here is the other kicker that I added on the high end here, which I really think it needed another source of power. We're going to be running the Bone Cairn Butcher, which is going to be Mardu colors. I love this guy. He's so awesome on a pile of skulls of the other demons. Mobilize 2, 4/4, and attacking tokens you have Death Touch. Well, we have a lot of attacking tokens. That makes it a lot more dangerous for them to chump block all the little guys going in. He generates 2 of his own as we go in, and he's a beefy 4/4 for 4. I'm also going to pair him with 3 annexes here, which will let us draw extra cards and maybe even have another demon as we go up higher. I need those extra card draws. I feel like I'm gaining enough life to offset that whole annex. However, on curve, if we play annex on 3 into Bone Cairn on 4, we're actually doing pretty good on that right there. I'm not mad at that. So we're increasing the amount of gain and drain that we're having. We're putting more Mobilize in them more to making them a bigger threat. Then the finisher, of course, is going to be the Raise the Past right here. That is the pièce de résistance. Right now, as I've been saying, I played the other night, I played last night, we played 5 decks in a row that were all kill cards, all board wipes. It was mono black, all kill cards, all board wipes, all discard. We had everything in the trash, okay? On turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, if they put enough stuff in the trash, they put enough stuff in the graveyard, they stuff the graveyard quite a bit, we could potentially come back with a huge resurrection. You're going to see me play one. If you watch the games, I come back, I resurrect like 9 creatures or something like that, because all of these creatures, all of these 1-drops, the only one that won't come back is Bonekir, and we only have 3 of him. They all come back, and they all play off each other. If you pull back a Starscrape Cleric, a Shocking Sharpshooter, and an Ellis Ilkor, we gain 3 life, or we gain 2 life. They take 2 damage, and then they lose 2 life. We pull more. All of these hit with ETB triggers. So anytime we gain life, they lose. Anytime anything enters, they take damage. And anytime anything dies, they take damage. So if we res enough combo plays here, we res enough creatures, as if they filled up our graveyard enough, we can punish them for that. We can absolutely punish them for the resurrection right there. So that is what we're going to be doing right there, knowing ahead of time that everyone is going to be saying, oh, well, you can just kill all these cards. All this shit dies to removal. All of it gets exiled. We know. Raise the Past as a 4-drop. We'll bring them back. Mana is a little tricky. I see somebody in the chat saying, why not Dalkovin in enchantments? Yeah, I understand Dalkovin enchantment is good. We want to make sure that we have a smooth mana drop. We have 3 of each color. We have Caves of Koilos and Concealed, Black Caves, Cliffs, and Sulphurous, Battlefield Vantage, Inspiring, and 2 Nomads. I don't want to come in too slow. This kind of relies on speed. I'm a little worried about coming in tapped, especially with white mana, but it certainly could come in. It doesn't provide you double mana, and I'm a little scared of putting replacing a Plains. However, if you really want Dalkovin enchantment, it is pretty decent because it does give you the Mobilize. It doesn't come in tapped if you have a Swamp or a Mountain out, but that's a mighty big if. You could kind of mess up because none of these count as double lands, so you really do need that specifically in. I'm not 100% sure that I want that, but I will address it because it has been brought up and I'm sure people ask. Nomad Outpost, I don't think you want too much. You don't want to come in too tapped. You want to really be able to play a lot of your creatures on the board very quickly. 25 creatures, a lot of clerics, believe it or not. I don't know why. It's a secret cleric deck. 10 creatures, but everything across the board from humans, archers, rabbits, warriors, Phyrexians. 6 instants, 4 sorceries, 3 enchantments, 23 lands on a 2.7. You're saying, Jay, you're a madman. How are you playing 23 lands on a 2.7? Listen, this is counting as a 5. It really is a 3, okay? So take that out of the equation. The bulk of your deck is in 1s and 2s. Don't let those distract you, and don't let that 5-drop really throw off the curve there. You could throw in another mana in case you're a little worried about it, but don't worry about that too much. Again, the distribution is heavily into white with a little bit, with some black, almost the even amount of black and a low amount of red. So we really want to make sure that we get black and white. That's really where we need it. Sharpshooter helps. Bone Cairn and Stadlander helps, but black and white is really the key colors here to pull off the combos that we need with Raise the Past, the Gain and Drain, and all that stuff. So make sure that you're hitting those lands early on. That's what you want to focus on right there. As far as sideboard, for my best of 3 type of people out there, Authority of the Consuls, Wreck Raid, fantastic. Destroying artifacts and enchantments. You could run some cheaper removal. I'm not worried about it. Gorehound is always a fantastic one to load your graveyard up. Nowhere to run to bust through those wards and those Sheltered by Ghosts. Vengeful Blood Witch was kind of in an early version of this, but I think he's a little bit slow on this. I'd rather just run Ellis Ilkors instead of Vengeful Blood Witch, but you could swap him out. And of course, we couldn't do it without possibly thinking about Alesha, who laughs at fate, for a nice 3-drop there to resurrect anybody who dies, potentially as life goes. So that is a possibility. I wouldn't be mad at you for putting a 3-drop Alesha right in that spot right there in case you wanted to. She is good, but she does die a lot, and she's a little tricky to run, but she does have some good res options. And of course, she's a Mardu clan leader, so we're never mad about that at all there. So that is what we're talking about with Mobile Suit Mardu. Hope you like this one. It ranked us up. We're pushing Diamond with this one, guys, so we'll probably put there soon. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. If you voted for it, you owe me a comment that says Mardu Madness or whatever. Here we go. Standard rank. Let's get into it. Thank you for watching. All right. Because I think everyone kind of sees Game of Thrones as corny now. Everyone is kind of over it. The hype was there 10 years ago, and they weren't doing this 10 years ago. So that could be a big flopperoonie. That's what I'm talking about. We get to one big flop, and they'll say, nope, no more. We have product on the shelves. We have fruit rotting on the vine here. And we don't want that anymore. We don't want everyone to do that again. So we're gonna leave it alone for right now. So I think definitely that is something that they could mess up. Really? I'm a big Warhammer fan. I know Warhammer gets a bad rap, but like there's normal Warhammer fans. I think you just see the weird ones out in force more. More than anything else. Survivor, yeah, Survivor the ladder is horrible. It's really awful. Really, really awful. Agatha. It was Agatha all along, guys. Gotta know what's happening to you, man. Boom. It's gonna gain 2 life. Pop, pop, pop. Boom. That goes away. Agatha of the Vile Cauldron and Agatha's Cauldron. Yeah, Boros will get you there pretty good. Boros is in a really good spot. Boros is in a really good spot. By the way, have we been getting shout outs to these people? Have we been shiggity shouting, wiggity wouting? No, we did not shout out. Let me give these. Let me give Chihono the shout out. There we go. Boom. There you go. Alright, excellent. Just gonna pump. No blocks. Boom. Ellis Ilkor. Jay, who's my favorite faction in Warhammer? I have a couple. This guy's dead. There you go. I like the Necrons a lot. I have a Necrons commander deck sitting right next to me right here. I opened it up on my second channel, by the way. Did you know I had a second channel with pack openings in? I bet you didn't even know that. Here is my what commander am I running? Did I change to Trazen or Imhotep? Oh, I'm gonna put that the Darkness Crystal. That shit's going right in my Necrons deck. Who am I running as my commander right now? I love the Necrons. I think they're awesome. Our name is Death. I like Space Marines. I'm basic like that. I think they're awesome. I like the Adeptus Mechanicus. They're pretty cool too. The Blessed Machine. I strive for the Blessed Machine. I think the Eldar are cringe, except for the Drukhari. I think Chaos is the absolute cringiest faction in the world. Tyranids are lame. Orcs are fine. I don't really fuck with orcs. I'm trying to think what else. What else? Who else is in there? Drukhari are lame. I don't really fuck with them. Hey, what's up, Sephira? How you doing? Welcome to the show. He is going to shelter me. I guarantee you he has the shell. Told you. Told you. I told you he had the shell. Well, bango. Boom. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. Who else do I like in Warhammer? Who am I forgetting? Is he gonna shelter again? If he shelters again, we're done. We're cooked. Calicelso. Oh, interesting. A random fucking play there. There's a flight. I don't know why that happened. Okay, so he's done. Alright. No, Chaos is cringe. Forces of Chaos are cringe. Super cringe. Alpha Legion might be the exception because maybe they're not Chaos. Boom. Bone Cairn. Very nice. In my opinion, in the story, Chaos should lose. I'm being dead serious. In the story of Chaos should absolutely lose. Man, every day I wish the Necrons would shut the fucking Eye of Terror or the Rift Maledictum now. Every day. I'm praying on their downfall. That's how bad it is. I pray on their downfall every day. Might as well get that out of the way right now. Do Karen Butcher. Do that. Boom. Do you know what bothers me about Chaos so much? Chaos has this underlying feeling. And all the Chaos warbands, first of all, the demons aren't, they're just demons. They just want to rip and eat and be horrible. They're the worst aspects of a person's personality and everything like that. It's whatever. They're here to destroy all the realms of all that is good. Whatever. Fine. You know, what? It's okay. I don't care. What gets me about the Chaos warbands is they feel like they're the fucking victim. Brother, you're not the victim, man. You're the villain. I'm sorry. You're the bad guy. They feel they're so fucking aggrieved about how they were treated and what happened to them and, oh, my legion and blah, 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 blah. They're such fucking victims. They're such fucking victims in their story. It's all about how they were done wrong and they're misunderstood and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, no. No, 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 no. You are not the victims. You are not the persecuted. You weren't forced to do this. This is not everyone else's fault but yours. It's this really... And that's what I talk about when being cringe. That's cringe, dude. When you do that, I am cringing in my seat. How it's really everyone else's fault that they're evil. No. I don't do that, man. And I'll tell you exactly how it was. Yeah, the victimhood of Chaos is is so real, man, and it bothers me. It bothers me. And the thing is, nobody else views them like that. That's how they view themselves. They view themselves as these tragic heroes. It's so fun. It's so cringe, man. There's no other way I can explain it other than it's... Oh, if only we had... If only our fucking super father had done this or done that. Yeah, the victim mentality of chaos. It's so... I can't with them, man. All of them have that. All of them have that. It's everyone else's fucking fault. Star Wars, I think Star Wars is prohibitively expensive. I think there's a Star Wars card game. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Disney did let up Marvel, so who the hell knows? Star Wars is space fantasy. I think Star Wars is a little bit on the nose. I think that's the one everyone's expecting, and I don't know if people would go for it. People might. That one could be a potential backfire, just because we have no real way of knowing if people are gonna receive that well. Ooh, we're in trouble now, guys. We didn't draw the mana there. So there's one thing about being the victim of injustice. There's another thing about bitching about being the victim of injustice from a giant techno fort 10,000 years later. So there's two aspects of that right there. Do you see the difference? Like, I can be like, wow, I was done real dirty there. 10,000 years later, when I'm in a gigantic techno fort in Hell World, I still can't bitch about that. I gotta move on. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that old Star Wars, I used to try to play that with my cousin, and it was very clunky. It was very clunky. It did not run very well. I liked it. The art was great, but I'm a victim of droughting here, and I'm right on the wall of fire. Ooh, exile up to 3 cards. Ooh, wall of fire and droughting. I think we might just scoop on this one, guys, because I think we're fucked. I think we're royally fucked here, guys. I think the shuffler just said, too many wins, Jay. You don't get past the wall of fire that easy, my guy. You are not wall of firing it today, guy. Bernard Linster. Boof. Boof. He's damaging himself quite a bit here. Oh, there's that. Caves of Koilos. Let's do Ellis. Boom, boom. That way, if he kills all of us, we can take him with us here. We actually got a 3rd mana, ladies and gentlemen. Could be big things happening. Okay, does that. Boom. Big play there. Boom. Do that. Big play there. Okay. Do no attacks. No, the FF said, hey, what's up, Kami? How you doing? Brother Tarkir, did I say hello? Alex, welcome. Atog, how you doing? Joker, Mineral Area, Safet Sephora, thank you all for coming. Beans for my guy right there. T for the Tiller Man. He may be in trouble. He might try to kill Vav. He might try to kill Ellis. He may be in trouble here. Boom. So is he going to swing in with everybody? I could draw a white mana off that could top deck hero a fucking... I could top deck hero a Caves of Koilos or a Plains. That is going to be a 4% chance of that. He's going to go in there. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Shocking Sharpshooter is not terrible. Boom. Boom. Up. Let's do that. Voice. Voice of the Blessed. Okay, sure. Why not? Andor is very good. Yeah. Andor is very good. Mobilize. Okay. Is he gonna run a wipe? Do you remember the Marvel Overpowered TCG? No. I remember the really shitty Marvel, I remember the really shitty Marvel, damn, that fucked me right there. I didn't need him to gain that much life. There was a really bad Marvel, RPG that was terrible, where you had to, like, bet power crystals. It was terrible. Came out in the early 2000s. Me and my friends tried to play that, and it was real bad. It was a real bad piece of shit. It was no good. That's no good. Yep. And then there was Aberrant, which is probably the best superhero RPG that I've ever played in my life, which nobody even knows about. Anybody here know what Aberrant is? Probably not. Probably not. Concealed Courtyard. Do that. Can't get it in time, guys. Game said no. Game said no. He got really good cards and we got fucked on the... Yeah, Expedition 33 is fantastic. I've watched Snow play it. Aberrant was White Wolf, the people who made Werewolf and Vampire, all the Vampire the Masquerade. Most people have heard of Vampire the Masquerade. So it was White Wolf Publishing who did Aberrant, and it was an amazing system of superheroes. You can pretty much find the find the books online. And it is really incredible. It lets you build yeah, it was White Wolf's thing back in Old World. And you could do whatever, you could build whatever you could think of in that game for making a superhero that you could possibly even consider. They had thought of everything. I tried my bit. The only thing that I really think that you couldn't make too expressively was maybe something like a Green Lantern, but even that, I think you could probably do it. Yeah, I hear Expedition 33. It's not really my cup of tea so much. I think it looks fantastic. I don't know if I'll ever play it. But it looks just phenomenal. I've been watching... I think that's a type of game that I don't have the patience for anymore, but watching Snow play it has been very enjoyable for me. Watching Snow run through that has been very nice. Boom. 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 He's probably going to run nukes here. He'll sweep the board next turn. Or play removal. Boom. Alright. Boom. if we get... No, we're going to get wiped. Easy. Easy wipe. Oh, no? No easy wipe? Okay. So we're going to do this. Sunfall, I'm kind of expecting the Sunfall. Yeah, here's the thing. I love those types of games. I don't know if I have the patience anymore to sit through them. As much as I love them, as much as I like those types of games, I really don't know if I'm there anymore. Favorite? There's the Sunfall. I love the original Tarkir, which is why I'm enjoying this Tarkir so much. The OG Tarkir is great. I love Innistrad, obviously. It's hard for me to say. I like all of them. Probably Innistrad and Tarkir. I did like Amonkhet a lot. I didn't think I would like Egypt. I went into it kind of... Egypt. That's lame. But I actually ended up really liking Hour of Devastation and all that. So, yeah, I like the original Tarkir quite a bit. I would probably have to say Innistrad is my favorite. It's all the vampires. It's all the things that I like: vampires, werewolves. You know, vampires, werewolves, zombies, angels. Yeah, it's a lot of the... Anytime that you get me in one of these kind of typal-focused areas, I'm pretty happy with myself. I'm pretty happy with it. So let's say discard a card. Let's kill you. Discard a card. Redline Binding. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. Lightning Helix. Oh my god, so fucking boring. Ancient Cornucopium. Oh my god, dude. So fucking boring. Oh my god, dude. Oh geez, you're gonna do that again. Oh, what are you gonna do? Fucking doppelgang 80 bajillion times? It's kind of sad that we're probably never gonna see Innistrad ever again. Yeah, it's Sunbeams. It's just the most boring thing in the world. It's Sunbeams. A lot of times Sunbeams ends with the doppelgang. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what his win con is other than just me quitting because I'm so bored. I'm bored to tears. I can't even see anymore. I can't even see. My eyes are getting blurry. I'm so bored. I'm forgetting my own name. What is it? Jason? Jason? Jason Valdez? No, that's not right. Jason Valdez isn't right. That's not my name. I've forgotten everything. What's this? This is Hearthstone, right? Where's my power crystals? I'm gonna activate my Minotaur power and use my Hunter class ability. Oh, God. That's great. Wonderful. Great, great, great. Okay. Wonderful. You played 5 beasts. That was your win con there. Great, man. It's good stuff. Okay, good. Alright. We're gonna do this. Yeah, people always come to me about fucking Corey decks, bro. This shit is way fucking worse than Corey decks. This shit is horrible. I just want to quit, dude. There's no reason to keep playing this out. The slim chance that I'll win this. He's played fucking 30 cards already, man. I'm so bored. Ravnica has dipped bad. Alright, one more game on this one. I don't like that we're doing this much, I don't remember Marvel Overpower. Marvel Overpower card game. I don't remember that. It was DC Overpower. Oh, featuring characters from Marvel and later DC and Image Comics. Wow. Talking about moving up in the world. Golden Castle. Okay. Fleer. I don't remember this. I was probably not living in the United States at the time, so I may not have seen that. 30 temporary lockdowns. Thank you, brother Tarcruz. I appreciate that. Much needed levity in this dark time. Yeah, 30 lockdowns. That's the way you want it right there. Golden Castle. The Golden Castle of Schaumburg. Oh, God, Nightwater, guys. It's so good. I think we're stuck, guys. We're gonna start with that. Boom. I think this is a freebie here. 30 temporary lockdowns, and then you repeat them. The Golden Castle of Schaumburg. You guys don't know what the Golden Castle of Schaumburg is? Golden Castle of Stormberg. Sorry, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Mea culpa. Green. Innkeeper's Talent green. Let's see if we get a thing here. Now we're going to do Sadistic Pilgrim. Okay. We're going to go in. We're going to game. Going to cause 3 deaths there. Boom, boom, boom. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Schaumburg is a village and I'm a tiny hamlet of hometown. It startles you to hear it. I apologize for that. I didn't mean to startle you with my Golden Castle of Schaumburg talk. We're going to go ahead and say discard a card. We're going to get rid of the Bone Boy. Boom. And then we're going to run in on him. Alright. Golden Castle of Stormbird. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card that lets you never take damage. We've spliced the DNA of temporary lockdown with heir apparent. Let's see what happens. Lockdown apparent, yeah. You can have any number of cards of this in your deck. Ooh, yeah, it's only a commander. You have a commander farewell. Boom. Okay. We're gonna do Shocktopus here. Glocktopus. If he doesn't play black, if he plays Black Hand Ripper or Black Destroy, I feel like we got a pretty good lineup here. Yeah, it is the Final Fantasy X theme. My brother-in-law, I think he's gonna get back in. Me and my brother-in-law used to play Paper Magic a lot, but that was before he had 3 kids. But I think he might jump back in. Final Fantasy might make him jump back in because he loves 10. And he was texting me cards all day. He was like, bro, man. He was feeling it. He was feeling it. So it's hard to say that he won't not jump back in, but he also might jump back in. Let's wait. We're gonna wait on this. Hopefully he doesn't play a removal. Might be the wrong thing to do, but we'll see. I think he'll play into something different here. Vav. Okay, he's trying to do the same thing as me. Okay. Hey, what's up, Vagasutra? We haven't seen you in a while, Vagasutra. When was the last time you were here? What's up, Tempest? By the way, I didn't say hi to Tempest. Boom. Let's do it. Trigger. Everyone forgets about his activated ability, man. Unless he runs a clear the board right next this turn, I think he's dead. He could, unless he sweeps us, I'm pretty sure he's dead here. I don't really think it matters what he puts down. Vengeful could net him a lot of life. That's, well, still. It also depends on what I get. I haven't been able to run Bone Cairn yet. He's gonna go in. Oh, okay. Okay. This is what's gonna do him out, though. This is gonna trigger the shit out of him. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I am. I'm probably gonna do a bundle. Oh, let me get you my other channel, by the way. Somebody asked about that. It's called the Villain's Lair. Let me link you. That's the second channel. We are going to be putting up some more content on there. Guys, anybody remember Magetta the Lion? Man, when that thing came out, I hated him. He was good. He was fucking good though, man. He did his job. He was a fucking he was a nuke on a stick. He would destroy the whole board except for himself. He's gonna kill it. Boom, they can't resist, guys. These guys, they're low-key addicted. They're low-key addicted. They can't help it. The removal guys. Actually, you know what? We'll play this. Because he can't play removal on his turn, so he can play it now, but we'll see what he wants to do. He's going to play the removal. I'm telling you, they're low-key addicted. They can't help it. They have to kill everything. We're going to do that. We're going to do Stadium, Arcadium, followed by this. Boom. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm telling you guys think I'm kidding? This guy is literally trembling. He can't get out the removals fast enough. This man is shaking. Oh god, I gotta remove. Oh, I'm removing. Oh my god, I'm removing. Boom, boom, Shock Pilgrim, boom, boom. We do need some more mana now though. Rock Curse Rakshasa. There's the Bone Cairn. I think that we have to... We're gonna have to hold steady here. Because I think I know what he wants to do. I think I know what he wants to do, and we can't let him do it. We gotta get that Bone Cairn down, though, pretty quick. He's probably gonna play his Unholy, so he gets the power. He's gonna do Karsi. Okay, is he gonna go in with his Rock Curse? He is. It's decayed. We say discard a card. Boom. Auto pay. It sucks that we have to do that. We'll discard that. We'll try to resurrect him. Boom. He gets the decayed. We drop Bone Cairn Buddy right there. Boom. No attacks. Draw the extra land and pop them. You can see them, guys. They're so excited to play it the first couple of turns. They're like, oh, I gotta hit the removal. Oh, I gotta hit removal. They're shaking, man. It's sick. It's really, it's not good. It's not nice to see, man. It's very sad just to see somebody trembling because they can't play their removal fast enough. As soon as you put down a creature touches the board, the fucking cutout comes out. The cut down hits the board, and they're just like, oh. And that gives them a little relief. But, there you go. Scavenger's Reign. Very nice. Why don't you hit me for 2? That's a good idea. So let's go ahead and put Pilgrim down. Okay, so we'll hold steady. What's he gonna do? Caustic Exhale. Gonna do that. Oh well, I put a pin there with my channel. Pass. Boom. Do that. Boom. Put that down. This is what removal addiction. This is the final phase of removal addiction. You end up here. You see what happens? You end up here. When you dump everything into the graveyard, this is your final phase of removal addiction. This is what it gets you. There you go. can I say? It's the last step of the disease. How about if you just didn't fucking play Magic at all? How about if everything in your hand was gone, everything on the board was gone, everything was gone? If everything that you had was just annihilated, would you enjoy that? And I'm like, no, I like Magic. And people are like, well, that's just ludicrous talk. Oh my goodness, it's Chiono 96 W raid. Boom, pop, boom. Welcome, Chiono. We were just talking. I was just admitting to people that I like playing Magic, and they were pretty scandalized by that. They're pretty shocked. They're pretty scandalized by the fact that I like playing Magic. I don't know if people were ready to hear that, you know? Boom. Boom. Pop, pop. Brew Lab, the foxiest mage around. Mamma mia. Ill-timed explosion. Let's do this and wait for the raise the past. Let's do that and wait for the raise to pass. Thank you so much, Chiono. Welcome to the show. Thank you all for raiding in. Welcome. I appreciate all you new people coming in here, doing your thing. It's gonna ping me. Draw that back. Dragon back assault, very nice. Those are really. That's a really cool card, you know. It's a really cool card. It's a shame it's got to go there. Yeah, real shame. Yeah, it's got to go in the graveyard, man. Sorry, brother. It's got to go in the fucking graveyard. You're gonna fucking Dragon back assault me. You crazy? Whoopsies. Let's hit a lot of triggers. Damage to opponent. Stock up. Okay. Encroaching Dragonstorm. Very nice. Blue. Stadium, Arcadium headline. Let's go in. Pop, 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 pop. So the only way that he can win here is if, actually I can just kill him right now. Yeah, there you go. He ran a board wipe, but no, he was trying to get Dragon back out. He was trying to run Dragon back. How am I still awake, bro? I'm a vampire. That's how I'm still awake. Is it not clear from my look at my fangs? I'm a vampire. Stay up all night. I'm actually pretty pleased with the way this goes. We went low to the ground. We went cheap, and we did what we needed to do when we popped in here. We popped in. We bopped out. 80% win rate on the play. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all, bros. For real. So I am going to leave that one right there for right now, though. Thank you so much. And I think that I finally got to play Bone Cairn, and I think that's going to be the biggest draw out, man. Bone Cairn with my good buddy here, Unholy Annex, is a great turn, especially to get him out, to make sure you hit that Raise the Past with the low combo, the low top fade right there. Good stuff all around. But we'll leave that deck right there for right now. I hope you like that one.